Okay, first of all, Tyler and I just want to say thank you all for coming. It's an honor to have you all with us.
We also want to thank our wedding party for being such a big part of today and everything leading up to it.
But most importantly, we want to say thank you to our parents. Not only for today, but for everything leading up to today. You guys have made us who we are, and we are most gracious to you.
Again, thank you all for coming tonight, and we hope you all have a fantastic time with the food, the dancing, the music, and the booze, for those age appropriate. And thank you again, and we'll see you all out on the dance floor. Now we're going to turn it over to the speeches, I believe.
Okay, I know today is all about Hillary and Tyler, but I think Taylor deserves a round of applause. That was awesome! Okay, hello. For those of you that do not know me, my name is Crystal Hoaxang, and I'm Hillary's sister-in-law. I have known Hillary for about 13 years, which is when I would have started dating her brother, Derek. When I first found out Derek had a sister, I got really excited thinking I was going to have an older sister finally. Needless to say, I was just a little bummed when I found out that Derek's sister was actually a little sister. I already had one of those, what did I need with another? Of course, Hillary proved to be just as cool as a big sister. Who else could teach me that every season requires a new purse? Not a purse you used last year, but a new one you have to go out shopping for. And Hillary, always remember the things I taught you. Every wedding must have a utility candle, not a unity. And never go on vacation without your Yamaha Jack suntan lotion. Hillary is someone who is beautiful inside and out and makes it a point to make you feel the same way. Even if you just had a baby and are so sleep deprived you can't even remember the last time you showered. She is thoughtful in celebrating my first Mother's Day. She bought me a bouquet of daisies and a candy dish filled with Dove chocolate, both favorites of mine. Most recently, she was so excited about the little surprises she picked up for Connor and Addison that she completely forgot her outfit for her bachelorette party and had to stop on a mall at their way to Nashville to buy a new one. Tyler, I would like to officially welcome you to the family. Hillary is very lucky to have you in her life. Anyone willing to become Catholic for someone they love says a lot about them. I hope you and Hillary's love and faith in God continues to grow throughout your marriage. And Father Baglin stole my next line. It takes three. You gotta have God and you and Tyler. From one in-law to the next, I feel it's only appropriate to give you advice on how to deal with the in-laws. With Bonnie, it's very simple. The one and only way to win her over is with grandkids and lots of them. Mike, on the other hand, you have to feed and keep feeding him. I swear the man never gets full. While Mike is full of infinite knowledge, and Bonnie sometimes puts her tree up in August and completes all her Christmas shopping before Thanksgiving, meaning you have to have your Christmas list compiled before the 4th of July, so you better get done before the honeymoon. You couldn't be married into a better family. They will always be a phone call away and a 3-hour drive, yet you never have to worry that you're inconveniencing them. Since I'm the matron of honor, which apparently is code, the old married lady, I have decided to leave you with some marriage advice. When times get tough, look back on this day before you got married through the eyes of a child. It's then you will remember all the simple, carefree and silly reasons why you love the one next to you and why you got married. Always share your snacks, as long as Tyler actually washed his hands and didn't just rinse them. Swap cooties every now and then. Always make time for the park. And it's cool that he picks his nose, as long as he doesn't eat it. And even though she changes her mind / clothes a dozen times before leaving for the park, know she's only doing it to impress you. So let's all raise our glasses to toast Hillary and Tyler. May you be blessed with many years of wedded bliss, and when the time is right, a minivan full of little kids. Make me an ant! Love you guys. Cheers.
Follow that. Thank you, Crystal, for that. Well, first off, I'd like to reiterate the thanks for everyone coming out for this evening. It is truly a blessing for all of you to come out here for this life-changing, wonderful event for my brother Tyler and Hillary tonight. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Tyler's younger brother Taylor. And no, I will not be offended if you accidentally call me Tyler. It would not be the first time. After following my brother throughout elementary school, high school, I mean, I am so used to be calling Tyler, I'll respond to practically anything. Even my own mother here. Even my own mother here cannot get our names correct. But I love her all the time. But nevertheless, I would like to talk just very briefly about my brother and I and the experiences we've had. Where to start is definitely a challenge. However, I'd say probably the longest memory I've had growing up with my brother and having our childhood experiences would definitely go back to the Websters right here. Our longtime next door neighbors, the Websters, have always been a great part of our lives growing up as kids. Whether it be going over and going to the old tree house that we built back in the Websters' backyard, or jumping on the trampoline, or even sledding down Mr. Rickard's old hill. It's definitely an experience to have. I'd also like to reiterate that how Tyler and Kevin, how our family would always tease them of being the Chris Farley and David Spade duo. But other than that, I would like to also talk a little bit about the childhood my brother and I had. Specifically, our rivalry. Our childhood rivalry is probably one in which that no one could ever forget. And I'm going to specifically point out the ping pong table tennis. Now, if you have never seen a Droste ping pong table tennis match, it is one in which you will never forget. I mean, some of the events that you will notice would definitely be, yelling, swearing, breaking ping pong balls, breaking ping pong paddles, and our mom threatening to burn the ping pong table down to the ground. Obviously, it didn't let it bother her too much because every Christmas she would always get us some brand new ping pong paddles for us to break the following year. But that in itself is not enough to say. Our rivalry has always been not just with ping pong, but it's been with anything, video games, sports, anything. But if it were one talent that my brother and I were to have, it would be to quoting movies. I tell you, my brother, you do not want to sit in a movie with my brother and I that we've seen before, because we will quote the hell out of it. And I'd say our favorites would have to include classics such as Step Brothers, Happy Gilmore, Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber, The Hangover, and all the other Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey, Chris Farley classics. It is definitely hilarious to see my brother and I play off each other whenever we do quote each other's movies. And it definitely brings a lot of joy and laughter to our family and to everyone. But as the years go by, it's quite amazing to see how much my brother and I are alike as we grow older. I think one in which that we see in each other is our independence to want to live our own life and to go our own ways. But beyond that, I think the one characteristic that my brother and I have is the ultimate brotherly respect that we have for each other. But words cannot define how much I care about my brother. He seems like he's always there as I've grown older, that he's always there for me. Whether it be a ride to school, buying me lunch, or just even someone to talk to whenever I need someone. He's given me all the support a brother could ever ask, whether it be showing up to my musicals, my sporting events, all the choir performances, etc. He's definitely been one who's very supportive of all my goals, and I've been just as equally as supportive as his. And I've always done my best to strive and be successful as my brother. And he's truly been a role model for me. And every success that he makes drives me to want to be as equally as successful as he is. And I want to wish him all the best as he enters to the IU Law School in Indianapolis. And how amazing it is for him to get that accomplishment. And he's also gotten a scholarship for, I believe, three-fourths tuition. Is that correct? And I think that's something to be very proud of. Although with all those accomplishments, I will definitely step down and let him be the king of Kilroy's at the Bloomington. So in all of this, I would like to say that I'm very proud of my brother. Proud of my brother and everything that he's done for his life. And even now, I'm proud to see you married to such a wonderful, beautiful wife, Hillary. So Tyler, to commemorate all the great times that we've shared together, I'd just like to say, brothers don't shake hands. Brothers gotta hug. And so now I'd like everyone to raise their glass and say, to Tyler and Hillary, may this happy moment be the dawn of a new and wonderful life for you both. Here. Thank you.
Alright, for those of you who do not know me, I'm Lindsay Taylor, one of Hillary's best friends and her maid of honor. For all of you single men here tonight, I did say men, or babe, and that does mean single. I'll see you on the dance floor. I first of all want to thank Hillary and Tyler for allowing us to share in this big day with them. Congratulations to you both. I've been thinking about this day and this speech for a while, and the first thing I thought of was, how long have I really known Hillary? I had to think really hard on it, but I think it's been about 10 years now. In the past 10 years, we've been through a lot together. From high school, races, boyfriends, college, debts, booze, candy-free partying, cleats on concrete, and now your wedding day. Hill, I just want you to know that in the past 10 years, our friendship has been nothing short of spectacular. I once read a quote stating, "A real friend is one who walks in when the rest of the world walks out." You've been that friend for me, and for that I can't thank you enough. Tyler, I want you to know how lucky you truly are. One of the very best people I know walked down the aisle today and forever into your life. Always cherish her, always treat her well, and please never forget the promises you made to her today. For all of you ready for us to shut up so the party can start, I just want you to know that you have me to thank for tonight. You see, I am the mastermind behind this marriage. Sir Droste here was one of the first people I met at IU. We occasionally would see each other out around Bloomington during undergrad. But it was not until senior year that Droste and I took our relationship to a whole nother level. Over a Great Long Island and a Baltimore Zoo, we swore to each other that if single at 33, we would wed. It all looked so promising for me. A Droste's rock, a stay-at-home dad. That was until Hillary came along. During Tyler's year of grad school in Flemington, he met Hillary. Hillary and Tyler were both invited out for dinner and drinks with me and the BF at the time. It was made super clear to both of them beforehand that they were not being set up. This was not a double date. Now, though, looking back at dinner that night, I realized that life sure does have a way of surprising us all. Hill, little did you know that at dinner that night, I was sitting across from just another frog, and you were getting ready to meet your friends. After dinner, the four of us hit up one of Bloomington's finest establishments, Jake's. I don't know if it was the 25-cent beers, the lighting, or the empty dance floor. But by God, Hillary and Tyler fell for each other. How did I know, you might ask? Let's just say, hips don't lie. In the months following our big outing at Jake's, Hillary and Droste became inseparable. From the $15 carriage ride to Droste with cheesecake at her door, my friend Hillary fell in love with Tyler Droste. It was all too surreal for me. Tyler Droste, the yacket-wearing, chocolate chubby guy from my first week of undergrad, and my best friend Hillary Hoaxing. Who would have thought it? In April of 2011, Tyler asked me to help with one of the biggest days of he and Hillary's lives, the proposal. From Valentine Hall, I watched with tears in my eyes as my best friend said yes. It was at that moment I knew Hillary had found her soulmate, her new best friend, and I could not have been happier for her. And with this, I want to end. As girls, we all dream of love, finding our soulmates, and walking down an aisle. For a lot, a few bad breakups, a few bad dates is enough to ruin all childhood notions of love. However, today it was hard not to believe in love and see my very own eyes. God bless you both. To Tyler and Hillary.
This is a tough crowd to follow here. I'll tell you what, some great speeches by some great people. I just have a quick 45-minute one for you, and then we'll get back to drinking way too much alcohol. Yeah, thanks for the applause, Mike. My God. The Best Man speech is such an exciting opportunity, and I do say exciting because there's about 1,000 different ways I can go with this, and Tyler's sweating about 999 of them. When Tyler asked me to be his best man, it was of course an honor and a privilege, and that's something else I'll get back to. But I was really excited about the speech, because the speech is such a great opportunity for me to get a microphone, stand in front of hundreds of people that are really close to not only Tyler, but now his wife. And I get to tell Tyler exactly how I feel about it. And I get to do that without, one, getting my butt kicked, or two, sound like too big of a wussy in front of a couple hundred people. This is a best man speech, and tomorrow we'll act like this never happened. For those of you that don't know, Tyler and I met junior year of college. We possibly met freshman year at McDonald's, but that's a different story for a different time. So we'll stick to meeting junior year of college when we were trying out for the steering committee of the IU Student Foundation. This was a really great time in our lives. We developed some great friendships and relationships and had a lot of fun. But I remember the night we found out if we made steering committee or not. And you actually had to go back to your house and someone would come to your door and tell you if you made it or not. And in true IU fashion, if you made it, there was an after party. And you weren't allowed to call or text anybody and tell them if you made it. If they were at the party, they made it. So they were supposed to come between 7 and 9 p.m. to our houses. And 8:30 rolled around, 8:45, 9 o'clock, nobody at my house. 9:15, 9:30, nobody at my house. 9:45, I finally get a knock at the door. And I was very fortunate enough and blessed enough to have made the steering committee of the IU Student Foundation. And I said, what the heck took you guys so long? And they said, you live out in the middle of nowhere. And that was exactly true. I was really cheap and trying to keep cost of living down in college, so I lived really far away from campus. But the blessing of being one of the last people to know if you made steering committee is when I showed up at the party, everybody else was there. So I roll up in the car, I get out. Our steering committee was like all girls. So just all these beautiful women flocked out and gave me hugs and kisses. It's a normal Monday night for me. And the rest of this story is true. That one was my own little tweak on it. Little ego booster. But wading through all these beautiful women is Tyler Droste. And he comes up and gives me the only kind of hug that Tyler Droste can give you, which is a huge bear hug. He looks me dead in the eyes and he says, dude, I'm so happy you made it. And I said, dude, I'm happy you made it too. And that was the start of a very beautiful and platonic friendship. And that was the very end of junior year, so we went home for the summer. We kept in touch over the summer, and then we came back, and it was the fall of senior year when we really got to start spending some time together. This was a great time in my life because Tyler introduced me to all of his other friends, a lot of people that are here today and here in the crowd. And it was really great getting to meet them and get to grow with them as well because they were just good, genuine, fun to be around people. And it was just a great experience to be able to become friends with them. And I also had the privilege of traveling back to Evansville with Tyler, getting to know his family, his wonderful family. And it was the exact same, just good, genuine, fun to be around people. And then Tyler starts dating Hillary. And who would have thought it? It's all the same, a good, genuine, fun, smart, beautiful, captivating woman for Tyler to spend his life with. And I remember thinking to myself one time, man, Tyler is two things. He's very fortunate and he's very smart. And I say smart because Tyler was surrounding himself with all of these good people in his life. And that's a very smart way to live your life. And the more I got to spend time with Tyler, the better I got to know him, and the more I saw him interact with his friends and his family, and now his wife, as I started my thinking kind of changed. And I realized it wasn't just that Tyler was surrounding himself with good people. That was definitely a piece of it. But all these good, genuine, fun to be around people wanted to be around Tyler. They were attracted to Tyler. And there's a simple reason why. It's because of the kind of man that he is. He's as good and genuine and fun to be around as they come. And Tyler, I wanted to take this opportunity to tell you exactly how I feel about you. I think the best compliment I could ever give you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, is that it makes me proud that I get to call you my friend. It's not an honor and a privilege to stand here and say I'm someone's best man. It's an honor and a privilege to say I'm your best man. And to you both, it's been a lot of fun getting to know you guys, to be with you on your journey this far. I couldn't be more excited or more blessed to be here with you as you start the rest of your lives together. I wish you guys all the best, because that's exactly what you deserve, is the best. So let's raise our glasses to Tyler and Hillary. This is wishing you guys all the joy and happiness that you brought to